Damn it. Alright. My bad, y'all. Hey, Shalom, before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakorash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity in the video through the Spirit. Hey, for this one right here, right, dealing with a particular topic, you know, love it or hate it. For the brothers out there, this is for the brothers, something you need to understand, all right? It ain't just memes and jokes and being funny. In this world that we live in today, as a man, you're going to have many options in front of you in terms of women that you can deal with. As an Israelite man, you can deal with all nationalities of women. We understand this. In the black community, this can be seen as a taboo, because you're constantly told you need to get with, you know, a black woman because your mama's black, right? That's the consensus. Well, in today's modern world, you have to remember a combination of two things. Number one, the majority of the women of this world are wicked, all right? And the sisters, you're gonna have to sit down and listen for this lesson and be quiet and be happy. You know, if you're doing right, then you got nothing to be offended by. Back to the point, the majority of the women of this world are wicked. That spirit that is inside of them is easily lured into temptation, just like Eve was. That goes into all women, but especially the Israelite woman, right? Because you're supposed to be the apex. Number two, our women are on a hyper brainwashed program by Esau Edom, the so-called white man, to perpetuate thug culture, so that they keep it pushed to the children, so that we stay stuck in a state of destruction. With all that being said, our women love evil. Specifically, Southern Kingdom, right? Judah, Benjamin, Levite women love evil. They love evil niggas. Even if you have the appearance of a threatening evil nigga, they like you. You might not be an evil threatening nigga, but if you have that appearance, you already halfway in the door. And I'm going to be using this as an example, right? And, you know, dickheads, you love to scoff us here at Great Millstone. Fine and dandy. We're gonna address this reality. There's an extremely high chance if you go get in a relationship with the average black woman, you're going to find yourself in a tumultuous one, because they are geared towards enjoying demonic black culture. So, for the sanctity and peace of your mind, if you must needs deal with the non-Israelite woman, or minimum, you can go do like what Elder Apostle always says, just go get you the Northern Kingdom woman. They're sisters. They're Israelites. All right, so if anybody has an issue with that, just go fucking kill yourself. How about that? Brothers, do not feel forced to deal with a Keisha just because you were born dark-skinned. It's just as simple as that. Now, if you happen to have a Keisha that is reasonable and is of a sound mind, then deal, right? If you have a decent wife, it is what it is. But do not subject yourself to these demonic nigger-loving Keishas. If you know, don't do so. All right, getting to the topic now. 47-year-old man's mugshot goes viral after he was arrested during a routine traffic stop. Right here, nigga tatted up. Nigga don't look like he's gonna stay there to raise them kids. You understand what I'm saying? Jarvis Deshaun Kane. Nigga got red on, bro. But when you go to the comments, what do you see? Look at that meme. The dog spreading its legs meme. Somebody said, I just know he got a 25-year-old baby mama. Probably do. Probably a couple of them. Probably do. He probably got another one that's a little bit closer to 17. How about that? Yeah. Someone said, I'll wait for him. Damn, he fine, my lord. Damn. He looked like every woman's first hood love. He never got older, though. Every woman? Damn. Your first hood love? Damn. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, release him. Wow. That man is fine as fuck. Free you, daddy. I know it's a crash out every other week over him. Damn. I predict he's going to be on the next season of love during lockup. Right, so y'all, look here. And apparently this is some nigga named BWA Kane. The old me would have loved you in 2014. So look here, y'all. The whole point of showing these comments, you see that, and those are, the majority of those are black women. You see what type of time they're on. They don't care that he's tatted up. They don't care that, you know, most likely, right, he's representing blood. You know, go look the nigga up, BWA Kane. You know, nigga's a gangbanger, right? He's clearly of the criminal element, but they love him. Why? Because they're naturally geared toward evil. It would be in your best interest to avoid black women predominantly. American black women specifically. If you get you a chick from the West Coast, from the islands, she got some act right in her, cool. You know, I know a couple brothers that got the situation. Tends to work out a lot better. The average American black woman's mind is completely corrupted. Play that game if you want to. Be very careful. I'm just simply showing you. Do not feel limited, y'all. The times that we're in, you know, you go out here and you get what you any old silly billy bitch, you're gonna walk yourself into destruction, y'all. Let me get this out of Ecclesiastes. It ain't no joke out here. You know, this, you know, it's a bit, you know, simpler of a lesson. This ain't no deep breakdown. But this is dead serious, y'all. Some of them was your aunties, was your nieces, was your moms on that comment board telling you they'll let that man do whatever they want to him, and then wonder why they end up in a situation where, hey, I'm gonna go get that clip in a second actually, but this is Sirach 7:28. It says, "Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found." 9 times out of 10, y'all, you line them up, 9 of them are gonna be wicked. It's just what it is on this side. So if you're playing ignorant to this matter, right? You always was a queen mama, even though you was a dope fiend mama. If you're in that spirit, the Lord isn't dealing with you. And you look at some of these other camps, you look at Tazariak, you look at IUIC, hey, yo, they're still in that black love spirit. We're Israelites. If your actions and your mindset doesn't line up with what you're supposed to be doing, fuck you. Just because you look like me doesn't mean I'm about to be benevolent to you or do right by you. I'll avoid you at all costs. Do not fall a fool to that, y'all. Just because we share skin color with somebody doesn't mean that they have your best intentions in mind, especially our fellow black women. It's just an unfortunate truth until we get to the kingdom and they'll be back on our side. As of right now, many of them have been psychologically programmed to be the fucking enemy. Stop playing. Right here. Now, if y'all remember the shooting, I played it the other day, right? News is coming out about this, that what? The woman who they shot up, she was mocking a dead guy online who apparently was a gangbanger. So the ops came and paid her a visit while her child and her boyfriend was in the car. The child didn't get hit and the boyfriend survived. This is the type of silliness you can get yourself caught up with Keisha. This is just the fact of the reality. Any woman could get you killed, but that ghetto hood booger shit is the shit that Keisha can get you caught up on, y'all. We know it as a reality. We know it as a fact. This is a fact out here. We're not gonna play dumb out here with nobody. Our women en masse have been programmed to be against us, to act in a way that is harmful to any and everything around them, even their own children. They're choosing to breed with demons. So you might want to avoid some of them. Right here, they're actively choosing gang members. I'm gonna just let this nigga video play for a minute, y'all. Hey, what does the scripture say? You don't just go, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Go ahead and go ahead. Brother, nah, I see, brother, she just needs some. No. Go ahead. Go play fix them up. And fuck around and get smoked, man. Off some dummy shit. Sirach 7:26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not. But give not thyself over to a light woman. Light in what? In the head. She's easily given to wickedness. She's not a solid person. If you go get with a Keisha just because she shares a similar skin complexion as you, without vetting her, without, properly checking her mindset, seeing if she is willing to be a servile woman unto her man, right? To raise the children in your word and not under Esau Edom. If you go get you a woman just because she shares your skin complexion, and when you find yourself in a disastrous, horrible situation, it's all on you. You just got to deal with that shit. The apostles say what they say because they learn through experience. You better take heed. Some of y'all need to leave Keisha alone. Stop that baby mama drama. Go get you Northern Kingdom or a heathen bitch and call it a day until we get to the kingdom and we fully get all of them under subjection. Because all of them are wicked. They're all going to act up. But some are going to act up more than others. Take your pick.
Salute. So what you're seeing right here is your typical gangbanger, right? What do gangbangers do? They bang on other gangs, right? Not just other gangs, they bang on innocent people, but the gangs they usually bang on are people that look like them, people with the same skin tone. You never see them banging on white sheets. It's just them against other groups of people that look like them. They poison their communities, right? They take each other out, right? And, they terrorize the neighborhoods they live in, right? That's what a gangbanger is, right? So, recently I saw, in Chicago and Philly, I seen videos and news clippings that just happened of Keisha's getting taken out by these gangbangers, right? Whether it's in a crossfire, I think one of them, the guy that she was with, was targeted, and they was in a car and they lit the car up, and the video's out there. It's
And I'm assuming that's the one I just played. So somebody made fun of somebody's dead ops or dead homie and got blicked out for it. Y'all saw the aftermath, right? Or the event, I should say.
It's horrifying, that video, right? The way they moved on that car. So here's the thing, though.
When I'm stuck on a tricky bug, I hand it over to Codex with the right context and instructions.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. When they talk about these situations, right? They never talk about things that the reason why these Keishas end up in these situations. The first thing they just go to, these black males, it's always these black males, but they never talk about the Keisha's actions in this. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because you go on social media, right? And these gangbangers are posting these posting these type of photos, right? This photo was posted in a group by Duke right here, right? This was his response. I want you to look at the response. Look, a Crip. I never had one of those, right? Look, she's ready.
Y'all, you see the comments. Good morning, I'm ready, fine as wine. Now, if this is the mindset of a good number of our women, would it be a good idea to try to procreate with some of these women? The answer to that is no. And the scriptures tell you, actually, back in that Sirach, if thou hast so, basically, watch who you get pregnant, okay? Matter of fact, let me pull that real quick.
Look. What's the difficulty level? Look. They with it. They with it. You look like you run a strict program. Look.
These women are admitting that he looks like he beats the shit out of them. But, he handsome, so you can get away with it. Hey, when you a handsome nigga, you can get away with a lot of things. If you just handsome or well built, you can get away with a lot of things. It's just it's just one of the realities of this world. But with that being said, y'all, are you gonna put yourself in a losing situation? Go ahead, take your pick. I'm cool. I ain't about to bicker and batter with a bitch. We don't got time for it. freedom is more important than whore's emotions. So I just avoid Keisha right now. We'll get her back in the kingdom. We'll get some good Judite women, some Benjamite women, some Levite women in the kingdom. But as of right now, the minds of many of them are completely overthrown. Here we go. Sirach 26. I should have known. Sirach 26 and 20. This is parabolic speech, right? Because this chapter is heavily dealing with women. This is parabolic speech. When thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with thine own seed, trusting in the goodness of thy stock. So thy race which thou leavest shall be, I'm assuming was it, magnified, having the confidence of their good descent. This is parabolic for a woman, y'all. If you, okay, hey, look, you come across a decent woman, you know, and, you know, things happen, y'all end up having a kid, then it's good, right? Beautiful, right? And, you know, if she has a decent head on her shoulders, it makes it easier for you to train up your child in the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But every woman you come across, and like I said, this is for the brothers, every bitch you come across straight like that, just because she's calling you king and lord and daddy when you're boning her, doesn't mean she fucking is gonna obey you, bro. And you find out when that child is born. And unfortunately, many brothers found out the hard way. And I'm just gonna simply learn, you know, I don't have any children, so of course it's a bit easier for me to talk, but it's easier for me to talk because I learned my lesson watching from brothers. Watching the shit that my dad went through, right? With the baby mama drama. Brothers, we got to be wise. I'm a man like you a man. We know, you know, that feeling feel good, but is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be worth the hell and turmoil that you might have to go through and that your kid is undoubtedly going to go through being descended from that bitch? And the answer to that one just might be no. Especially if it's with one of our women right now, specifically one of the Southern Kingdom women. If we line up 10 of them and 9 of them is pieces of shits, would it be wise to go in there ready to get some pregnant? No. So brothers, you got to find good land if you want to sow some seed. You got to find good land. As good as it's going to get, right? All day, everybody has their problems. We're not saying, you know, we're not looking for no perfect woman down here. But bro, leave Keisha the fuck alone, bro. Real talk. I'm talking, when I say Keisha, I'm talking about ghetto, ratchet, hood rat, hoochie mama one. You know, bitch don't got no sense of mind, can't do right. She loves a gang banging thug nigga. Leave her alone. Are you a gang banging thug demon nigga? I hope not. So leave him alone. Boy, you better go to the White Castle and stop playing. Or wherever you getting love. If Japhite women love you, nigga, stick with the Japhite women. If Ammonite women love you, nigga, stick with you some Ammonite women. If Issachar, Zebulon, Manasseh, Asher, one of them love you, stick where you're loved. Do not go, man, my mama black, I gotta, okay, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out like how your father found out. Like how I found out. I'm not mad at my pops, right? My mama wasn't perfect. I'm not mad at him at all, right? We men now, you know, we've had these types of talks. You know, he's told me my mother wasn't the worst out of all of them, but it wasn't no walking a cake. Man, Jake, take heed, bro. Take heed.
A black man working a 9 to 5 wouldn't have got this response. Look, anything's possible, right? Because he has the Henny bottle in his hand, right? This is the response these pookies get from these Keishas. If anything was a red, if a picture was a red, this is what you call a red flag in a picture. This is the definition of seeing a picture and notice.
Yeah, now here it is. You know, did that dude look like he a stand-up dude, man of the Lord, bro? That's gonna stick around and turn them children into some young mighty men serving the Lord? Of course not, bro. Use your fucking brain. But they don't care, you know. And this ain't, oh, your niggas just lame, you niggas ain't, man. This ain't about none of that. This is about right and wrong. And does it look like he gonna do right? Of course not. So why would you like him? Well, that becomes, you know, that begs the question. They're naturally attracted to evil. So with that being said, avoid them.
The red flags. First of all, Duke is twisted. He's drunk. You can tell. He's drunk. The bottle's almost gone. And he has he has his blue rag right here, and he's just hanging wherever he's at. He looked like he's on demon time. And instead of looking at this and, you know, saying, yeah, this ain't it. No, they're openly actively choosing these dudes. They're actively choosing these dudes, black men.
Fighting over. 1923, new season, now streaming, exclusively on Paramount Plus.
I can't wait to see the look on her face when she opens this for Valentine's Day. Look at this card. Absolutely beautiful. What's really cool is that
that's what they do. They choose these dudes. And for all these dudes out there that be saying, oh, the reason why we talking about them is because they're getting more play. No.
Yeah. This ain't about none of that, y'all. This is about right and wrong, and that's wrong.
No. The average dude that's out there, he gets play also. Here's the difference, though. The type of play he gets, right? Here's the difference. He'll get the buns. The average 9-to-5 guy out there can get the buns. The problem is he won't get any loyalty from that Keisha. He won't get any cooperation from the Keisha. He won't get any of that, right? She'll cheat on him. She'll set him up. She'll do all type of things. Getting the buns have never been a problem for the average, regular, working man. Getting the buns from Keisha is nothing. You don't have to work hard to get the buns from Keisha. So that's not the issue here. Because they quick to say, oh, you're talking about them because you're not getting as much buns from them. Keisha buns? Keisha buns? All you have to do, like I said, is come outside, couple of fake Cuban chains, some J's on, and you in there like swimwear. That's all you have to do.
So, he just, he talking smack. I'm going to fast forward a little bit more. I really just wanted it for the comments. You see, they was choosing up on him, so it is what it is.
And talks nothing to get the bun. Just off the separation from us. It's these guys. They never separate us.
Let me see. More of the comments, man. What the good stuff. Let me see. Oh, okay. You know what? Oh, wait. There we go. Cool.
Look at this. Look at this.
So you see what's... Okay. Hang on. So, you see the comments, right? They're saying, hey, handsome, hello, right? All that good stuff. Clearly letting it be known, what they like. And, it's fine. You like what you like. But you can only imagine the children that gets produced from that arrangement are only going to be demons. If the father's a demon, the mother's a demon, what's the kid going to be? A fucking demon. So, brothers, choose wisely. That being the whole point of the lesson. Do not feel bound by the standards of black monkey culture to be forced to have to lay down with a fucking hood booger and doom yourself and your offspring to fucking eternal struggling into the return of the Lord. Don't do that. Don't do that. We know what time it is, y'all. They're the weaker vessel for a reason. Use your sense, use your mind. Don't fall into that trap. All right, that's really about it, man. I ain't gonna draw this out, man. Hey, we give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachakurash, the honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.